This naturally begs a pretty massive question. How on earth did this incredibly complex society function economically if they didn't have private property the way Europe knew it? Well, Marx used a very specific term for this. He called it the Asiatic mode of production, or sometimes you'll hear it referred to as Oriental despotism. This was basically his way of categorizing these massive, highly centralized states that existed completely outside of the European feudal or capitalist models. In this system, you don't really have individual landlords. Instead, you have communal villages that produce everything they need, but they are overseen by a massive, powerful central state that demands incredibly heavy tribute.
Let's break down the nuts and bolts of this Aztec economy. First, there was no modern private property. Land was held communally by local groups called calpules. These villages were agrarian. They were entirely self-sufficient. But looming over all of them was this highly centralized state power located in Tenochtitlan. The Aztec ruling class didn't sustain their immense empire through free trade. They did it through the rigid, continuous extraction of tribute. They were constantly demanding goods, food, and human labor from the neighboring tribes they conquered.
Engels actually hit the nail on the head regarding this dynamic when he wrote, "The cohesive force of civilized society is the state, which is essentially a machine destined to repress the oppressed class." Viewing it through the Marxist lens, the central Aztec state isn't seen as some benevolent protector of its people. Not at all. It's viewed purely as an engine of extraction and control, existing solely to pull wealth from the outer periphery directly into the center.
Which brings us to Section 4, the politics of sacrifice, the mechanics of terror.
Okay, we're going to tackle the most shocking aspect of Aztec culture now, and we're going to deconstruct it using this exact same materialist lens.